Hello everybody and welcome to this unboxing and first impressions video on the new Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus. Now just keep in mind this is simply an unboxing and first impressions video and you can expect a full-on review later on in the future. But for right now, I'm just simply sharing my first thoughts on these new earbuds. Now, the Galaxy Buds Plus are really just an incremental upgrade to last year's Galaxy Buds. Their carrying case and the sculpt of the earbuds themselves are basically identical, but there are some key differences to point out here. Now, the first most notable thing here is that the Galaxy Buds Plus now have a glossy carrying case similar to the AirPods and AirPods Pro. And personally, I think I prefer the matte finish on last year's Galaxy Buds, because I think the matte finish on last year's Galaxy Buds does a much better job of standing up to wear and tear compared to the glossy carrying cases on my AirPods and AirPods Pro. So I think it's safe to say that the Galaxy Buds Plus carrying case is going to get scratched and smudged much easier than last year's Galaxy Buds. But another thing to point out here is that the lid on the carrying case of the Galaxy Buds Plus opens up a little differently compared to the lid on last year's Galaxy Buds. Now, on last year's Galaxy Buds, there's a distinct locking point on this lid, whereas on the lid on the Galaxy Buds Plus, the lid has a constant tension to it. Now, overall, both of these carrying cases feel premium, but the Galaxy Buds Plus carrying case does feel a little bit more refined. But more importantly, something that I really like on the new Galaxy Buds Plus carrying case is that the magnets that hold the earbuds are much stronger than the magnets found on the Galaxy Buds. Now, the magnets on last year's Galaxy Buds don't let the earbuds fall out or anything, but the stronger magnets found on the Galaxy Buds Plus does give you a little bit more of a sense of security. They just feel more, like they're supposed to be in there. Now, when it comes to the earbuds themselves, again, they're basically the same. They have the same sculpt and the ear fins are basically the same shape and they feel identical between the Galaxy Buds Plus and last year's Galaxy Buds. But something that I do want to point out here is that the ear tips on the Galaxy Buds Plus are different from the ear tips on last year's Galaxy Buds. Now, the ear tips on the Galaxy Buds Plus are grippier, whereas the ear tips on last year's Galaxy Buds are much softer. Now, we're gonna have to see how this plays into comfort. Now, maybe since the Galaxy Buds Plus have grippier ear tips, it's probably gonna mean that these earbuds are going to stay in your ears better, but we're also gonna have to see if that means that these earbuds are going to get a little itchy after a while. And besides the slightly different feeling ear tips on both of these earbuds, another minor change that I do want to point out is that the Galaxy Buds Plus have an extra microphone hole compared to last year's Galaxy Buds. So we're going to have to see how that plays into the Galaxy Buds Plus microphone quality for phone calls, because that's supposed to be one of their major upgrades. Another major upgrade on the Galaxy Buds Plus is that they now have a combined advertised battery life of 22 hours compared to last year's Galaxy Buds, which have a combined battery life of 13 hours. Now, I'm very glad to see that the Galaxy Buds Plus now have a combined battery life of 22 hours because that means we're up there with the AirPods, AirPods Pro, and Jabra Elite 75Ts, which have a combined battery life of 28 hours. I've always felt that one of the biggest handicaps on last year's Galaxy Buds is their 13 hours. So I'm glad to see that the Galaxy Buds Plus can now at least compete with the AirPods. Now, Samsung also claims that the Galaxy Buds Plus have better sound than last year's Galaxy Buds, but we're gonna have to see how that plays out after I get to listen to a few songs with these earbuds over the next few days. Now, a lot of people are upset that the new Galaxy Buds Plus don't have active noise cancellation like the AirPods Pro or Sony WF-1000 XM3s. But personally, I don't really care. Over all of the time that I've been using the AirPods Pro as my daily drivers, I find myself rarely ever using the active noise cancellation on them. I mainly use my AirPods Pro because of their ambient mode, which is something that the Galaxy Buds Plus have. Because if Apple puts out an AirPods 3 that have a shortened stem like the AirPods Pro and they have an ambient mode, then I'm going to be going with the AirPods 3 over the AirPods Pro and maybe even the future AirPods Pro 2. So for me, I'm more interested to see if the ambient mode on the Galaxy Buds Plus has been improved with the new microphones found on them. I want to see if the new ambient mode on these earbuds sounds more natural and if these earbuds do a better job of blocking out wind noise when you're walking outdoors. So first impressions wise, are the Galaxy Buds Plus a big upgrade over last year's Galaxy Buds? Not really, they're more of a refinement, but I would still consider upgrading to them because of their improved battery life. But I'm going to save final judgment for the full-on review. And we're also going to see how these earbuds stack up to the Jabra Elite 75Ts. So keep an eye out for those videos, and I'll catch you later. If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit that like button and get subscribed. It helps out more than you realize. If you want to pick any of the products up mentioned in this video, those will be linked in the description down below, and you can also support the channel by checking out the merch store. But other than that, I'll catch you next time.